Bottom of the 5th inning, Buckeyes lead the Hoosiers 8-4. And up to bat is the player who made the last play to get the 3rd out in the top of this inning, Cammie Kortokrax.
Brianna Copeland here is just looking to keep the Hoosiers in the game so that they can get another at bat and score more runs.
Copeland at 76 pitches in this second game and threw a handful in the first as well. Here's the 1-0 delivery.
I'd like to say it looks like she's getting tired, but it really doesn't. She looks just as strong.
You know, 2 scoreless innings in the 3rd and 4th, trying to make it 3.
It's almost like she's getting stronger as she is going throughout the day.
2-1 count now for Kortokrax, who's 0 for 2 today, walked in the second. Still batting that .383 average. That one going to get tips back. One of the many Buckeyes with an OPS over 1,000.
Cammie's majoring in communications. Be graduating this spring. Has kind of always lived in this area. I know helps out with coaching and mental training for young athletes in the area, as well as hitting lessons, and may want to continue doing that after graduation.
That one belted deep into left center field, and say goodbye to that one. Cammie Kortokrax with the solo homer to start off the bottom of the 5th.
You know, the outfielders didn't even take a step. They knew from the get-go that that was out. They just kind of turned and watched it. It was a great, great hard swing by Cammie Kortokrax.
Kortokrax hitting double digits now with that home run. 10th homer of the year.
Also with 8 doubles and a triple, so her extra base hits count is extremely high.
Yeah, those numbers are bonkers. And speaking of crazy numbers, Jasmine Burns up to bat now for the Buckeyes. That ball skips over the plate. Going to be a 1-0 count. Burns 2 for 2 here in this second game and got hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning.
She has 14 home runs and 13 doubles and a triple.
Jazzy Burns gets it through, and that's going to be a single for her. So perfect from the plate in this one. 3 for 3 now.
And now we come down to Reagan Milliken with 12 home runs, 12 doubles, and a triple. These numbers are extremely high for so many of the players.
Milliken in this one hit by a pitch in the first, walked in the second for an RBI. 0 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch, inside, 1-0.
Reagan, that other player from Pennsylvania.
That one's deep to left field, and say goodbye to that one too. This time courtesy of Reagan Milliken with the 2-run shot.
I think there's been about maybe 7, 8 pitches this inning. Maybe not even. A lot of damage done with those pitches.
Now on the near side of a wing. Morton passing to Mobley. He does a jab step on Oiberg. Now moves around again. John Mobley finds Stewart inside on the left part of the paint. He's just going to bank that one in. It is a Tuesday night, but the bank is open.
We haven't seen a lot of that from Sean Stewart, pulling up from the free throw line, showing that skill he said he had a lot of at the beginning of the season.
Great pass there, and going to be an easy 2 for Juwan Gary going the other way. 5-2 Buckeyes lead. 18 minutes to go here in the first half. Bruce Fortin dribbling around, gets a screen from Stewart, dumps it off to him after that. Mobley moving inside now with the ball, kicks it out to the corner. Fortin pump fakes, now drives into the paint by the Big Ten logo, fakes another defender out, fades away, and a tough bucket by Bruce Fortin.
Clinical footwork from the veteran right there. A series of pivots for the bucket.
Wooster dumping off to Bryce Williams. He's going to drive inside on the right block. He goes up and made it look effortless. Two-pointer for Bryce Williams. Buckeyes up 7-4.
Strong defense from Sean Stewart, too. He walled him up at the rim, but Williams, so skilled at creating his own shot, was able to touch it high off the glass for the two.
Williams hovering at about 28% usage percentage. That's first for the Cornhuskers. Bruce Fortin, after taking a slow roller at the Ohio State logo, past the timeline, gets a screen from Stewart, still guarded by Wooster. Passes inside to Royal on the left side, and he goes up for it. That's an and one for Devin Royal.
Got the mismatch against Sam Hoiberg and put down one big pound dribble and was able to get right by him, and Bryce Williams had no match on the weak side.
Sam Hoiberg leading the Cornhuskers in steals per game with 1.3, but not as good of a paint defender as he is a perimeter defender, as Royal's about to take his and one attempt.
And this is a really strong start for a Buckeye team that's had a lot of trouble getting out to these leads recently.
Royal goes up with a shot, and he connects on it. 9-4, Buckeyes lead. 10-4, correction. Buckeyes lead, 17:30 left to go. Dribbling down the right side of the timelines, Wooster. He's dribbling around his screen on the near wing. Passes to the point to Williams. Gives it off again. Nebraska playing pretty high up right now. Buchtengel posting up. Stewart going from three-point line. Both players fall to the ground. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Sean Stewart.
He tried to draw a charge, and we'll check the replay on this. They're going to say his feet weren't set. I don't know. From the look of that, it seemed like he had 2 feet down when Buchtengel knocked him over, but it's Nebraska ball.
Buchtengel posting up Stewart from the three-point line, backing him almost into the paint. As on the inbound, Williams goes for a bump inside from Bradshaw, and then a three, no good by Buchtengel. That's going to be an air ball.
He's a guy who's not afraid to shoot the three ball, but he's really struggled 29% from beyond the arc this year.
Fortin coming up the court after the inbound pass from Devin Royal. Buckeyes up on a 6-point lead right now. Bradshaw at the top, giving it off to Mobley on the right side of a wing. Now to Fortin, now to Royal on the corner. He's going to be double teamed, loses the ball in the process. Wooster picks it up, going the other way on the far center side. Guarded by Fortin. He passes up to the point by Buchtengel, and then finds a wide open cutter along the baseline. Wooster for two.
Great cut by Riley Wooster. Just snuck on the baseline and nobody saw him.
Fortin guarded by Wooster now after he scored those two. Give and go. A lot of high screens right now as Fortin's going to have to pick up his dribble, give it to Mobley, still at the top. Now Mobley with a give and go, still flooded out to the outside. Fortin with a pump fake, drives into the right block, goes up, and Bruce Fortin's hot to start out this game. Buckeyes lead 12-6.
7 points for Bruce, 3 for 3. He's been getting to his spots with efficiency.
Wooster with some tempo there, fakes off a pass and runs into Parrish. He has to pick up his dribble. Buchtengel now with the ball. Bradshaw guarding him at the top. Roll around, and a lot of movement here from the Cornhuskers. Now on the near side wing. Buchtengel back at the top now after a screen. He's going to take that three, and that one's going to go off the rim, rebounded by Mobley.
She has so far. We'll see if that continues. 4-on-4 face-off underway. Peschel with the puck in the left circle. She gets that one, and it's blocked up. Crowded by Zanin. Webster now in the near left corner with Bolger. That skips down over to Zimmerman of the Huskies. Puck's going to get cleared. No line change for either team, though. Goes back into the Huskies zone, but looks like they have possession of it. Not anymore. Zanin tries to hit the puck in the air for a shot. Webster with a shot now with the puck in the air. Looks like a baseball swing.
Oh, yeah, just hammer, I don't know, axe chop that thing, really. It was going to be a high sticking call if it went in anyway, or if she touched it. But my, oh my, what a great chance from Zanin. A turnover in front and a great opportunity. That puck just skipped right off her.
Dunham a slot shot on net, and that's going to be an Ohio State goal.
What a shot there from the sophomore forward, Joy Dunn. It's going to be her 47th point of the year to give Ohio State this 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and Joy Dunn just enters the high slot. Both defenders on St. Cloud just giving her that room. And Dunn says, okay, I'm just going to let it go. Shoots for the far post. And it almost feels like Carico was just thrown off a little bit, potentially. Maybe got screened by one of her defenders. It was great placement off the post and into the back of the cage. And Dunn just continues to be a shining star for this Buckeye squad.
Swiderski shoots the puck off of Urela. Urela has the puck now. They're just passing it back and forth between those two young defenders.
21st goal for Joy Dunn as a sophomore. How many players can say that in their career?
Not many. Dunn, one of the best offensive players the Buckeyes have, as Swiderski gets a shot on net. Bad save there from Carico. 8:39 left to play here in the first period as St. Cloud now getting some momentum. Moran with the puck in the far right corner. And battle in the far right. Buckeyes going to escape with that. It seems like they've had a lot of battle wins on the boards today.
Yep. Here's Dunn.
Dunn falls to the ground. Now in the near left corner, back in the Huskies zone. Both teams back to full strength. 8 minutes left to play here at the OSU ice rink here in the first period. Going down now is Peschel. She rings that around. Carico is behind her own net now. Misses that pass. Peschel's going to have the puck now in the Husky zone still. Missed pass once she gave that up to Webster. Guglielmo off a pass right in front of a net. Shot goes up and way too high there. Going the other way now. Gentry on the right side. She has some stick handling. Barely misses the net. Thiele had her glove out to try to save that one.
A prior chance for Ohio State. That was just great puck movement. Tap, pass, tap, fast. Finds Webster and she just sailed it over the net.
Webster launches that one up in the air. Zanin gets a shot that's just right of a net. Dumped in by Disher. Ross with the puck now for St. Cloud. Farrell just tries to get that puck out and away. Icing is going to be called there as no Husky even tried getting that one back.
Let's go back to Joy Dunn for a second. Dunn listed as 5'11". She's the second tallest skater for Ohio State. The tallest player is Zumwinkle, listed at 6'2". But Dunn, even when she isn't scoring, she's an excellent playmaker. Creates so much space without the puck and with the puck. Separation against the defenders. She is a player that everyone has to respect. And if you give her too much room, she's going to make you pay for it. Just like that goal in that high slot.
Amos with a face-off and shot right off of the mark, but going to be another save there from one of the two finished goalies that St. Cloud State has. Amos getting the puck back after the neutral zone. Dunn battling along the board with Soriel. Anik getting it to the far left side. That's going to go out of play. Whistle called. Face-off in the Huskies zone.